Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tom.
That is Tom, and we're at the review table, Tom. Again.
It's a different angle.
Is it?
Different backdrop.
It's totally the same.
Well, I think, no, when we do the...
We definitely didn't face him this way.
I mean, when we do bat reps, we face this way.
We face this way. Oh, you mean when we do the intros?
Yeah, of course. I guess these don't have intros.
I don't know. Anyway,
is this an intro?
This is the intro.
This is an intro.
Guys, we have a couple of exciting things to review tonight. One, the main event, which is the new Wolfhound IIC multi-part resin model.
How many of those do you have?
I have two.
It looks like three.
It looks like three. You know why it looks like three? Because there's so many extra parts in this one.
Ooh.
You get like multiple legs, multiple arms. You can pose it different ways. And in fact, I took this one out of the box. Tom was like, why didn't you just glue it together? I fun-tacked it together. Because I actually did different poses. So I could put them, a couple different poses on the green screen. So you guys can see like all the different things you can do with it.
You care too much.
I do it
what
for
does
you
this man do
out
for
of
you?
love.
Out of love.
The detail on this is stellar.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but I think you'll be impressed. This is actually through Monster Fight Club.
Wait, you think I'll be impressed?
I do.
Wow.
Will he be impressed, folks? I don't know. Hard to say. But this is from Monster Fight Club, which is, they did not do the other two. So that's the main event. We're going to look at that. The other thing we're going to look at, guys, is these. So these are very cool supplement books. First and second Succession Wars. I actually had the second one on my shelf for a while. I just got the first one print on demand because Dan and I are doing some crazy stuff, and we needed a first Succession Wars source book.
Was this one print on demand as well?
It was not.
Yeah, I was going to say it feels a little different.
Feels a little different. Tom notices these things, folks. Tom is making some comments already about it.
You don't want to hear them.
You do want to hear them, and in fact, they're all coming right up. So guys, stick around. Review action is coming your way. And we're back, and we're going to start with the books, Tom.
Which book? I assume we're going to start with the first Succession War?
Yeah, let's start with the first Succession War book. I mean, they're both basically similar in design. Yeah. I will say I love the cover art on both of them. This one has got the new Thunderbolt. The first Succession Wars one has the new Griffin on it. I think there's a Zeus in that one too, so I like that one better.
Can I see this?
Yeah, yeah.
They have this picture
in this
black and white.
Yeah,
yeah, it's right here.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
So
how do you find that so quickly? It's like it's a miracle.
So dope, though. I love the guy jumping in the background. It reminds me of like Gundam. Not that I don't love BattleTech, but I also love Gundam.
What is that? Is that a Wolverine? Oh no, that's another Griffin.
Yeah.
There's Griffins everywhere.
Yeah.
There's Griffins everywhere. So what are these books?
What was that movie? Tenet, from Christopher Nolan. That one's running backwards. No? Okay, never mind.
Don't know that movie.
You got another movie for the joke.
Don't know that movie, but I do like the oil rig or whatever's in the background, the industrial complex. Very cool. Yeah. So artwork in these books is great, but guys, the reason I got the first Succession Wars and Section because I don't know really what happens. I started in 3025.
Yeah. How much of the story is in these books?
So much.
Oh, really? Okay, because I was going to say, it looked like a lot of tables and things.
So this one is, how many pages is this one? Conversions to tables in the back, but it goes up to 176 pages.
I do see they actually have, like,
They have dates of battles. They have all the different phases of the wars. The really cool thing that I like, Tom, is you'll see they have
the map changing.
The map changes, right? So like this was taken over in this year, this range, right? Like this border moved. So all that stuff is, I think, very, very cool. Yes.
I am curious. So I'm going to give you my interpretation of what the first Succession War is, and you tell me. I want to hear your more masterful lore.
Oh, I'm really not great with the lore.
Okay, so
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So the first one is right after Kerensky gets up and leaves, takes everything with him, right? He's like, I'm going home, all my toys are coming with me, and he leaves,
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So then the remaining houses, 5 of them, or 6, 5.
There's
5 great houses.
5, right? There's 5.
Plus Comstock
yeah.
or whatever. Right?
Yeah, there's 5, right? I mean, I think there's the Terran hegemony
Yeah, but isn't that like
I don't know if they're around in the first Succession War. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Terran hegemony. See that? They're like all around Terra.
See, but I thought the Terran hegemony was basically like whoever becomes a Star Lord or whatever.
No.
Oh, okay. So they're like their own little thing.
They're like, well, yeah, and I don't think they're around in the second Succession War. I think they get. I think they get trashed.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, anyway, back to your point, they're gone. They're gone. They get wiped out.
Gone, fam.
Gone. It's dead, fam.
Out of my postcode.
So.
Yeah, right. Because they're all fighting. He's like, I don't want to deal with this.
I want to buy one of those magnifying glasses so I can read this map.
How do you not? You have one for modeling, right? Just use that. I guess they're not perfect. They're too like focused.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then this book is all post Kerensky leaving.
Correct.
Fighting over who becomes the new leader of the.
It's true. Those left behind. So all of the regiments that the Star League left behind, and what faction they join. Do you know what my favorite thing about this table was?
I feel bad for that.
Who wants to guess? There's a whole list of unknowns, like unaccounted for. So there's all these like mystery factions.
Could have left or they didn't.
Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Who did they become? Like who knows? Who knows? Most of them are infantry divisions. Who cares? But there's a couple mech divisions in there. So really neat. So maybe they become pirates or in the periphery, or who knows? Maybe they could be the basis for your own. So
that's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
that's really cool. So like that can really give you some crunch in the games. Like, okay, we want to play Second Succession War, and like this is where everybody went. Does that exist for the Second Succession Wars as well? Where was that at?
So that table's not in there. So this is once the Second Succession War hits, all of those units are pretty much set, and there's the 5 houses. The battle lines are drawn.
So not much in terms of like structure. Like who the houses are, who's like the players, doesn't change much. Peripheries in this one as well, or
peripheries
do they really come in here? Free Worlds League.
Yeah, they're all in. The Terran hegemony is gone,
right.
But otherwise
that's about the only change.
Yeah, that's about the only change, right? So,
and then what? This leads up to the clan invasion.
No, there's the Third Succession War.
And then
that's 30. That's like that. The Third Succession War is winding down in 3025, or is done by 3025.
They skip a couple,
and then they have like the War of 3039 is like the next big one, I believe. It's not a succession war though, but there's just nonstop war. And then they're about to hit the Fourth Succession War, I believe. That's when the clans invade.
Okay.
So because that's where they have that goofy wedding between Steiner and Davian. And he's like, for your wedding, I gift you the Capellan Confederation. Like, he does this in there. And, like, they invited all the Capellans. They're all sitting there. They're like, you gotta be effing kidding me, bro. Like, I just wanted some prime rib.
They're sitting
right.
there. Jesus Christ.
Not again.
Not again.
Yeah, so that's everything's about to boil over. Yeah. And then the clans are like, oh, hey, guys.
I object to this wedding.
Yeah, right. And then there's the Civil War and then the Jihad, which we pretend doesn't exist.
It's the Jihad.
Jihad!
And then the Dark Ages, right.
So guys, just wanted to do a quick review on these. If you're a lore buff, or if you want to try some older, sort of eras to play in, I thought these were really cool. And this was I think these are like $35 a pop. So they're not going to break the bank.
Pretty beefy for $35.
Yeah, they're not bad. And honestly, the thing that I like about the First Succession War is you still have some of the the Star League era tech floating around.
Yeah.
So it's almost reminiscent of that like late 40s era where you have ER large lasers on your Intersphere Max, but it's not like overblown with all the
like
crazy
World
stuff.
War I versus World War II.
Sure.
We saw cavalry and
Got it. I mean, I don't know. ER large lasers.
Yeah.
Case, all that stuff.
Machine guns.
Lots of machine guns.
Yeah.
But also some pretty cool spaceships, which Dan and I are going to
play with. And again, the first one is the print-on-demand one. Is this now print-on-demand?
I don't know.
Okay.
And if I were a better reviewer, I would have looked that up prior to filming this video.
It is nice. I like the covers glossy.
Yeah, this was print-on-demand. This was awesome. I mean, this came out, I think it was 2 weeks from order to my door. Wow. Which is really not that bad.
It's impressive.
Yep. All right. So main event time.
Wait. You didn't talk about the most important part of this.
What? What's the most
The
important?
fact that the print on demand and the original book aren't the same scale.
Oh, Thom was really bothered.
Yeah,
by this.
so let's get into how this such a good job they did with all of the minis now.
Yeah.
Now the books need to be all
It's
rescaled.
really true. I will tell you, my OCD flares up.
It's killing me.
They're not physically the same size, like height wise, and then the spine, the fonts are different sizes.
Yeah, there's no way you can like nicely line these up like we did with the old Catalyst 35002
series. Yeah,
yeah,
like,
with the beautiful picture on the spine.
Like,
I get it. They're not the same.
I need more of it though.
Yeah, I just wish that there was. I wonder if that
kills me. Slightly a different orange as well.
The only thing that makes me wonder is like, will all of them be different? Like, even if you order 2 of these and they came from 2 different on-demand printers.
I don't know how on-demand printing works. I just imagine it's one guy that services the entire planet.
Maybe. So yeah, I wonder if they're going to standardize that. Maybe that's just a mistake. I don't know. But that really bothers me. But otherwise, the quality's good. The font is very crisp.
Yeah. The interior pages
pictures are all like good high res. They're not like weirdly pixelated.
No,
I don't think anyway, right?
No, I was actually really impressed. In fact, I would almost say that this one is more crisp than the one I bought off the shelf.
Thought so too. Yeah.
Which is weird, but you
tons of pictures too. Great old school like comic book art.
I love the old school. You know, the old school BattleTech art. There's just something about it. We've talked about it in the past. But, you know, these also have, like, TROs in the back, like technical readouts. So they've got, you know, weapons, equipment, notable mech warriors, the first Succession Wars. You know, again, they all have some rules in the back for, you know, conversions and random tables for allocation and all kinds of cool stuff.
And were you saying that the tech level kind of makes a significant jump to the second, or is it still
No, it goes the other way, right? So it's higher technology. That's why I was saying your World War One didn't make sense. It's actually like you're going backwards. So this is like all the really good tech before they lose it. So they still have case and XL engines and things like that on some of the designs. And then as you get into the second Succession Wars, they like nuked factories. Yeah. And I think the first Succession War was before the Aries Convention, so they were still allowed to use nuclear weapons. So they just like decimated themselves between the first and the second.
Got it.
And then by the time we get to the third, they're like, you know, it's like shoestrings and bubblegum, Thom.
I like it.
They're like shooting slingshots from the top of their mech.
Is that Bondo?
Bondo. Do you remember those days? God.
There's like the guy in the parking lot, like, yo, I can bang that out real quick for you, $50.
Yeah. Oh, so good, so good. All right, main event. Let's check it out. So, guys, this is how it comes. Okay, it comes in this little package, very simple.
Magic.
And then like magic, right? So you know you can see here.
Don't get caught in a car with this baggie, though. You know what I mean.
You will get
contraband.
You'll take it right away.
Yeah.
You were only allowed to buy 2. So
why am I even empty? Why am I taking them all out?
Because it's cool. It's cool to do so.
Yeah,
so check it out. Here's a couple of things. Let's talk about my biggest gripe first, and then because it's all positive stuff after that. So my biggest gripe is
oh,
I can't be.
Stuff's as expensive as real drugs.
So the base is really cool. Very crisp, very well designed, except for they put the pour line or whatever, you know, the pour hole like on the bottom, and I know that 98% of us when we cut that little nub off
looks like Cubit, but
you know you're gonna.
You remember? Yeah, it looks like his head.
Wasn't it Qbert?
Qbert, that's it.
Yeah, it was Qbert. Qbit's like quantum computing.
Yeah,
you've been reading too many industry novels.
I don't even want to.
You're going to end up taking a chunk. You're going to take a chunk out of the base, right? If you don't do this extremely carefully, you're going to take a chunk out of the base.
Yeah, and you're going to have a little dip.
And you're going to have a little divot, and it's going to be annoying. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to use. There's a million other options.
Yeah, get some emery and just like go like this with it.
Right until it falls off, basically. Yeah. Let's talk about the parts you get.
So how many torsos do you get? One torso.
You get one torso.
Okay.
All right. You get one torso. You get one little pelvis. And then
there's so many mold lines. There's so many mold lines on it. It can't be printed. It's got to be cast.
No, it's not printed. They're resin poured.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Or I like that.
Whatever. I don't know if there are multiple, but it's definitely resin.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean there are mold lines across the top.
On one head.
I will tell you, in terms of quality compared. Actually, I'm going to ask. In terms of the quality of like the Stormcrow we looked at, what do you think? Better or worse? I already have an opinion.
I think the mold lines are more pronounced, but I think the design's better.
I think that the recesses are deeper in this one, and I think the design. I think the overall.
I didn't look at the legs yet.
Okay.
Let me get some eyes on these legs.
So there's 3 right legs,
gams.
3 left legs, 2 left arms, and a single right arm.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
You agree with me?
Yeah. Like look at like the knee pads. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Like, well, I mean, look how deep that gets behind there.
Yeah, we'll check out this one.
Yes, that's really nice.
All right.
It's good design.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed.
Let me see the gun. Yeah. Okay, the gun's nice. One little, well, actually, a pretty significant casting defect in that.
Where?
The top of the barrel.
You think that's a defect?
Yeah, that's like a missing resin.
No, I don't know because it's on the bottom too. I think that's
okay.
I think that's like a cooling jacket on the gun.
Okay. Well, then it's sloppy on the top.
Well, it's a sloppy cooling jack.
Well, yeah, because look, it has like casting pieces in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe you're right. Oh yeah, this one's a little different.
Yes, that one's like a lot crisper. I think.
Intriguing. So here is an example of the assembled.
One you put together?
Yeah, the assembled upper torso. I again fun tack them together. It's like poster tack.
Man, I can't believe you get so many good legs.
You get so many good legs, right? But I thought this was great. The other thing I liked about the torso was, did you check out the rear laser in the back?
Yeah.
Very cool, right?
Is there an option to make the thing a quad?
If you just glue all the legs on.
I mean, is there a build for that?
Like a wolfipede?
Wolfipede? Or like what's the half man, half horse?
Centaur.
A centaur, yeah. Like a centaur. A wolftar. No, that's great though. I mean, I think the quality's great. I love all the parts and the customization, the modability you'll have. Mm-hmm. What was the price on these?
So these were $14.99, okay. I believe,
including shipping, or did you have to also pay shipping? I can't remember.
I
ordered
remember.
one of these, right? I don't even remember.
You did not. I asked you to, and you did not. You refused. You didn't refuse. What happened was, I think you missed the. I think they were sold out. You got a Stormcrow. The
Stormcrow. That's what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
So $15. Again, I'm only being critical because it's at such a high price point.
Yeah. Well, this is still, I believe, like they're still at that sort of pre-production type phase, if you will.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing a leg somewhere. No, here I think it's this one. Is it this one? It's this one.
La base.
Yeah, there's the base. This kills me. I'm gonna try to break it off right now on camera.
I was gonna say. Okay.
That comes off pretty clean.
Very nice.
Comes off pretty clean.
Okay.
All right, maybe I rescind my statement. So then you could just clean that up a little bit with a
You want more than less, and then you just shave it.
Yeah, and then right.
I wouldn't use a scalpel for that though. I would try to just.
You would just emery board it, because then if I did that, then the whole of the rest of it is gonna. I think I would model knife it.
Because there's. You're gonna get that little wave. You're gonna, because it's gonna be a different density. Like whenever you catch them, and it
It's always the worst.
It's always the worst.
It's always the worst. Well, anyway, there it is.
A lot better now.
Okay. Right, and here's
just went up half a star.
Here are the legs up close. I mean, I'll get this on the green screen, and you guys will get a closer look. But I want to kind of at least show you how it works, right? So this center pelvis area is
very powerful,
very strong pelvis on the Wolfhound. And this is a Wolfhound IIC. This is actually a very specific one. The Grinner, which is Kell's, Phelan Kell, or whoever it is, his personal Wolfhound. I don't know. Cool. He runs, errands for the WolfCon and falls into favor with him.
Nice. Does he have anything custom on
He goes to, Walmart in his Wolfhound. Yeah, it's
He's that guy. But he parks really far out on the park.
Because he doesn't want anybody to, open doors into the side of his Mac.
It's like tank drivers, real close. They're all pulling a little bit off.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I mean, I like it.
No,
I've seen prevailing comments, and I tend to agree, why did we pick such a very specific mech instead of one that like isn't already in the Kickstarter. Like there are thousands of mechs. Pick one that we don't have.
That also has
Every single one of these multi-part kits is one we've already got. Maybe there's a reason for that I'm not aware of. Like, you know, they start with that sculpt. But I will tell you on Anthony Scroggins' Patreon, which we did a deep dive with Anthony, he is pumping out some really awesome 3D sculpts, right? Or you know, 3D renders, I should say, and some line art for mechs that we haven't seen in Wave 1 and Wave 2. Do one of those, guys. Do one of those.
Yeah, it is.
I want a multi-part
That's a
Caesar,
really good,
you know? Right, like expand the line. I don't want any more Wolfhounds. I have like 4 of them. Plus all the old ones that I'm going to throw out.
Yeah, well, I know, yeah, and that's just, again, I mean, I agree with you.
That's me griping. That's my gripe. That's my gripe.
That's a good gripe.
You know?
That's actually probably the most good gripe that we've had. I mean, mine are usually like kind of half-assed, but that one's a really good one.
Yeah.
Well, yours are always like the lines are not keeping up. Lines aren't
There's
keeping
4
up.
lines instead of 3.
Yeah, the detail on this is incredible, though.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Here it is. So let's take a look. Let's take a look.
I think
Maybe I was wrong. Look, the leg actually looks identical. I mean, I will tell you.
so the head's a little different. It's got
the
different
head's very
ears.
different, right? That's the.
Oh wow, yeah, very different.
But that's because this is a Wolfhound IIC and this is a regular old Wolfhound.
Yeah, and the armor on the upper part is.
You know, I like that the arm is slightly different. Not by much, but a little.
Yeah.
So my
like
question
6
is,
of
what
them.
do I do with all the extra legs besides make a wolf tar?
You do the same thing you did with all the 40K stuff and just have like a giant.
Put in a box.
Just put it in a box.
What do I do with that box? Because I still have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can eBay Warhammer bits. Is there a market for that?
No.
So many people have Warhammer bits. So like, please, I don't want any more.
Yeah. Unless you were like really sorting them. If you put them if you sort them good, then like people will pay
Of course
more
I
for
sort them, Tom. It's me.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't sort mine. I just gave them.
By faction, then alphabetized. Sword, comma, chain. Sword, comma, power. Sword, comma...
Oh my god. That's really funny.
Wolfhound, comma, left leg.
Wolfhound IIC, comma.
Oh my god. It's 2C, okay, Tom?
Yeah, I don't know what,
I don't know what else to say about this. There wasn't much. That's why I
would
baked
you
in the
throw
books here.
those legs on like a non-Wolfhound?
No,
to
you
get
can't do that.
Remember when you used to make all your legs longer?
Oh, with the dreadnoughts, because they had such dumb, stubby legs.
So dumb. You could do that, like take maybe a light mech that has goofily small legs and like
I wouldn't do
jack
that.
them up.
But there's not all the new
Yeah,
models
they're
are
all
so
really
good.
good.
You know what I would do is like make like a destroyed, like a destroyed marker or like a
That actually
objective
really
marker or something like that. You could do that with the extra bits. I think that'd be cool. Like the arm kind of sticking out of the ground.
Totally.
You do some cool stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say you could also take like the upper half of an Atlas and give it like little tiny legs.
I skipped leg day.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. Or the same, give it like tiny arms.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough time for that. I don't have enough time for that. Some guys on the internet though, they do some really funny stuff.
I still want that hot dog. Some guy makes like a hot dog mech.
That's Dale from Hardware Studios.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's his.
Daily Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite mechs.
The
in
hot dog
world.
mech. Yeah.
He's got like a whole series of them. I think there's a hamburger mech too. I love them.
Well, you would.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. Not really much to say about this. We hope you just enjoyed listening to us banter for a little bit. I know there's one guy out there that does not like to listen to us
Less
banter.
banter.
Less
more.
banter, more review. There's really not much to say, guys. It's a really cool model. You should buy it. Add it to your collection. If you're a BattleTech fan, why not? I mean, for the price, people are like, it's 14, it's so much, but you're only buying one. It's a special character mech. Even if you get away with it as just like a standard Wolfhound 2C, like how many are you really going to field? 2 at most,
Yeah.
So I think it's worth it. I think it's a really cool mech. And I do like the directionality that they're going with the multi-part kits. Keep it up, guys. Keep them coming. But my advice would be, let's add some mechs we don't have. Even though you could argue that we don't technically have the Wolfhound 2C, it's pretty close to the Wolfhound. Let's go something totally different. Something we haven't seen yet before. All right, well, guys, that's all I got. I got nothing else. The books, I'm going to grab these puppies again. Highly recommend them. If you don't have them and you like to read BattleTech lore, or if you're looking just for like a new era to play in that won't make your head spin, First Succession War, Second Succession War, very cool stuff. Very gritty, dark, like, you know, very cool in that regard. We might do some battle reports in the First Succession War timeline with some of the leftover Star League guys against, you know, who knows, those evil Draconis Combine ninja samurais.
Just saying.
Just saying, it could happen. Could happen. So these are great, and then again, get the model. What else? What do we have coming up?
We're gonna be playing some role-play
Yeah,
games.
we're gonna role play.
Yeah.
We're gonna role play. It's true.
I don't want to give away too much, but we should be having our first test play next week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be good.
I mean, I don't want to make this a review about Destiny RPG, but I am a little bit concerned about everybody GMs. Yeah, everybody GMs and makes up the story as you go. Like,
Yeah. We've said that multiple times, but that's like a point of concern.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, it's like, how do you put the guardrails up within the way the game wants to be played?
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll see. I think it'll be really fun. And, yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to get back to some RPG.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been going hard at the tabletop, you know, Destiny war game, right? BattleTech Destiny, as we sort of dubbed it.
It was an interesting inflection point with the narrative play thing that we've been like working on. It really like led us right into
the RPG side. Yeah, I think it'll be really good. And honestly, I'm looking forward to just doing different BattleTech things. You know, staying in the BattleTech universe. We actually put a poll up on Patreon, and we were like, hey, you know, what do you guys want to see? And everyone was like, stick with BattleTech. Don't do anything else but BattleTech. You know, and it was just sort of the conversation evolved into like, what are some new ways we can play BattleTech?
I mean, yeah.
So we've got, you know, we're going to do the RPG thing, and then Dan and I are going to start working on, which I'm sure you'll get sucked into, is the Interstellar Wars type thing. Well, it's not really Interstellar Wars. It's more or less the advanced aerospace rules out of Alpha Strike. So, you know, fleets of like little dropships and fighter screens like going at it, you know, in orbit for aerial supremacy, and that'll be neat because it's a very different style game. Like, you move from like sector to sector, and then, you know, when you're in the same sector, there's like, you know, basically you make checks to like try to maneuver into favorable position. It's just very abstract, but it's cool because you can have like, you know, tons of units on the board. So we'll see how that goes. You know?
I mean, I'm interested, like you were saying, for different styles of BattleTech. There's so much more, and I you know, sometimes when we're just doing mech combat, you know, it's somewhat repetitive because that's only one way of resolving a conflict or telling a story.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you're RPGing, like you said, we can be spies, or we can be, you know, mech pilots that like control entire cities or worlds, planets, whatever.
We clan merchants.
Yeah.
We can just do like a whole series.
We can be tank commanders, and like,
I know, that'd be cool.
I mean, I'm playing a tank commander. It's one of the things I wrote, but
love it.
yeah, so there's like so many, the stories really are rich. They've written so many novels that we can really get into some really fun areas of it and role play out what it would be like to be in this world.
Yeah.
I agree. A way you can't really do with.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I mean, the tabletop stuff is fun, but it does get,
That's
as you say, get repetitive. So look at
my last
just
thing
slap it down. Hey, that's worth money. I want to sell that on eBay.
Yeah.
Wolfhound IIC wrapper only, $99.99.
All the extra legs.
Just the extra legs.
and the little nub off of the base.
Oh my god, dude. That's too funny. Actually, they can have the base. I don't want it.
Let's give them the whole base.
I don't want it. Alright guys, well, we're done. Like I said before, subscribe, give us a like. If you want to visit us on Patreon, you can come do that. You know, $1, $5, $10, all sorts of fun stuff going on over there. And then also don't forget to check out Aries Games Minis. Speaking of interstellar battles, I just bought a whole bunch of tiny little microfighters from Aries. You know, and you can get all sorts of great stuff on there. I think he will be selling this stuff when it's mainstreamed. I know he's got a section up there for Creative Juggernaut, so I think that'll be up there. But all the good stuff is there. So that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and of course stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.